So after understanding the concept of finding the solution of a higher order differential equation whenever the right hand side is 0, now let us start with the numericals based on the same concept. So here I'm going to take one higher order differential equation and I'm going to show you how to apply those previous video steps over here to get this solution. So now here we have the equation as d to the power 4y by dx to the power 4 plus k to the power 4 y equal to 0. And guys, here we have to find out the solution. Now since this equation is given in terms of x and y, x is a independent variable and y is a dependent variable, our final answer will be y equal to complementary function plus particular integral, because this is the higher order differential equation with constant coefficient. So guys, here k to the power 4 is a constant, and also the coefficient of this d to the power 4y by dx to the power 4 is 1. So that is also a constant. So guys, let's find out the solution. So how do we find out the solution? Step number 1 is we convert that equation in terms of operator. So what is the operator that we'll use for this d to the power 4y term? So that is nothing but d raised to 4y plus k to the power 4y equal to 0. Now we can take y common and therefore we will get d to the power 4 plus k to the power 4 into y equal to 0. And guys, this has got converted into the function of d into y equal to 0. And for this, we will be finding the solution. Now guys, before starting the solution, just observe the right hand side, and right hand side is 0. So you are correct. Just now we have finished with one more video, and in the previous video I have shown you how to find out the solution of such higher order differential equation in which right hand side is 0. So let's follow those steps. So here are the steps. So step number 1 is we are going to find out the yc from that f of d, or equating that f of d to 0. Then we'll write yp as 0 because the right hand side is 0, so yp will be 0, and we will get final solution y as yc plus yp, that is complementary function plus particular integral, and it is equal to yc since yp is 0. So let's start and let's find out dyc. So here f of d is d to the power 4 plus k to the power 4. So here I'll say therefore the auxiliary equation is d to the power 4 plus k to the power 4 is equal to 0. Now let's find out the roots. That means let's find out the value of d. Now guys, since this equation is of degree 4, there will be 4 roots of this equation. Now the question is, what are the different 4 roots? So let me tell you the common mistake that almost all students make. So what do? They take that k raised to power 4 term on the right hand side, and it becomes, here I'll show you, it becomes d to the power 4 equal to negative k to the power 4. And then they say by taking roots on both sides. So that becomes d square equal to root of this, so root of this negative k to the power 4. But guys, by doing this, what happens here? That d square will be, the answer will be like this, k square I. So it means you will get d square equal to imaginary term. And as you want d again, when you find out the root of d, you have to find out the root of the imaginary term. So, which is not possible. So that means this solution is wrong. So the question is how to find out the solution. So right, again observe the given equation. So first term is d to the power 4, which I can say it is d square the whole square. Yes, k to the power 4 is a constant. So what if we imagine this equation as a quadratic equation? So in any quadratic equation, the last term is a constant, the middle term is a d term, or I would say if it is in terms of the equation is in terms of variable x, then middle term is of x, and the first term is x square term. So here we have d square term, we have last term, it means the middle term is not there. So let's find out the middle term. So what we'll do is we will add that middle term and then we'll subtract that middle term from the equation so that we can get the solution very easy. So middle term would be 2d square into k square. So guys, if we add 2d square k square, and if we subtract 2d square k square, then we can get the solution. So by adding that 2d square k square here, these first three terms can become a perfect square. So let's see how. So therefore, so here I've added and subtracted 2d square k square. Now just observe first three terms. So these three terms I can replace it by d square plus k square the whole square. So if you expand this bracket by the formula a plus b the whole square, you get this expansion. Minus, here I'll take square common, so in bracket we'll get root 2 dk square outside equal to 0. Now by doing this, I've converted that equation into the form a square minus b square, and we have a formula for that, which is a plus b into a minus b. So I will add this b, and then once I will subtract this b from a. So we'll get, so here we got two different differential equations. So for first differential equation we'll get two roots, and for other equation we'll get two roots. So it means we'll get total four roots. Now let's start with the solution. So what I'll do is I'll take this first equation and we'll find out the first two roots. So for this first equation, if we compare it with the standard form of coordinate equation, a is equal to 1, b is equal to square root of 2 into k, and c is equal to k square. Now let's find out the solution by using the formula. So the formula is, to find out the d, it is negative b, so that will become negative root 2k plus or minus square root of b square. So square of this would be 2k square minus 4ac. So 4, a is 1 and c is k square, so 4k square upon 2a, so that will be 2 because a is 1. Now let's simplify this. So here we will get d equal to negative root 2k plus or minus, here we will get negative 2k square, and the root of that is root 2 into k into I. So upon 2. Now we know that this 2 is nothing but root 2 into root 2. So I can cancel this root 2 from numerator with 1 root 2 of denominator. And here we will get negative k upon root 2 plus or minus I k by root 2. And guys, this is the value of d. So here we got two roots and both are complex roots. Now let's find out next two roots. So if you observe the second quadratic equation, then that is exactly same as first equation. The only difference is the sign of this b. So guys, if I solve it, then I will get the same roots. The only difference would be the sign of this real part, because that real part is b. So since it is changing here, we will get positive sign. So here I'll say, therefore the next two roots are k upon root 2 plus or minus I k upon root 2. So these are the total four roots. All four roots are complex and distinct. They are different. So let's find out the yc, or the complementary function for this. So complementary function, that is yc, is given by the formula e to the power real part. Now in the first two roots, the real part is negative k by root 2. So that will become negative kx by root 2. So negative k by root 2 into x in the bracket we will get C1 cos of, here angle is the imaginary part, so imaginary part is again k by root 2, so here we will get kx by root 2 plus C2 sine kx upon root 2. So this is yc for first two roots. Now for next two roots, real part is k by root 2 and imaginary part is also k by root 2. So we will get plus e to the power kx upon root 2 in bracket C3 cos of k by root 2 into x plus C4 sine of k by root 2 into x. So guys, this is the value of complementary function. Now let's find out the particular integral. So therefore yp is nothing but 1 upon f of d. Now if you see here, then f of d is d raised to 4 plus k raised to 4. So that will become d raised to 4 plus k to the power 4 into right hand side. But the right hand side of the equation is 0. And guys, therefore, we will get yp as 0. So therefore, in this equation, our y, which is the final solution, is always complementary function plus particular integral. But since the particular integral is 0, our final solution would be yc. So whatever yc that we got is the complete solution of given higher order differential equation. So guys, I'm sure that you understood this video, and if you want to see such more videos, then keep watching Ekeeda channel, because here me and the other faculties are making videos for you. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, because then only you'll get notification about the latest videos that we are posting. And guys, you have to promote this video with your friends so that they can also get benefited through such wonderful videos of Ekeeda. Thank you very much. See you everyone in the next video.